They have a hard time having that Blink mana come mid-game, and just more split push, more pressure. Ublis really on the back foot. This Battle Fury is going to be like 25 minutes.
Yeah, come level 3 Necrobook, you have the True Sight as well to spot out the Weave and spot the Dream Protector.
Middle tower
quite likely they'll just look to pick up a gem, considering how far ahead they are. They're not too much risk of losing something like that.
And they're looking to go on top, perhaps. Eid has to be a bit careful here. Rubik has the lift, Force Staff available for Come With Me. Just zaps him once. Oh, Eid, don't do that. Don't do that. He could get lifted. Oh, Shadow Demon's already run away, so he'll be okay.
We're also, I think you've been catching on to my bad habits of mispronouncing shit that Australians love to do. Reinpay gets a kill, but Ublis is probably the biggest butchering of this name I've ever some of the viewers have ever heard. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm going to leave that one up to you, LD.
You're leaving me hanging, bro? Come on now. That's not cool. Alex is going to die mid. Arteezy picks him off. Now on the run.
Short-lived creatures.
Well,
Ghost.
Oobs. Oobs.
Ghost. I just say like the big, deep German accent.
What the hell?
I'm sure Shiva's got this down right. Shiva's probably doing a much better job at casting this game than we are.
Yeah, she's got that European advantage. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, we have a pup.
I would love to know how many kills she's missed compared to ULD.
Probably not as much. I don't think it's possible to miss. This is probably... I've probably missed more kills in this game than I have for like the entirety of the Alienware Cup.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not flaming. I've missed them as well.
It's
Otherwise,
a bad game.
I would have said something.
Guys, it's not going well, man. I think I'm losing it. Come back to the US. Save me. For myself. Well, in the meantime, Kaipi, they'll put pressure on this bottom lane, and while that's happening, the ability to farm is just very limited. Alex, they'll go in on him. You know, this is what it is. As soon as they move the camera away, they're listening to the cast, and that's when they go. They found our secret 0-minute restream. Come with me. He's stolen Blink. Well, actually, sorry, excuse that. Frostblast. He'll jump in now, lifts Arman, throws him back. Battle Fury is coming fairly soon, but they won't commit. A wild wall drop by Bone 7. Not going to accomplish
Trying to catch the anti-mage, but anti-mage too fast for that one. Too fast, too furious, and, well, top lane, Weaver needs to be fast and furious because he's got to get away from a Genki, which actually doesn't succeed. Looks like Shadow Demon and Gyrocopter are trying to kill him off. Gyrocopter's almost actually has completed Shadow Blade. It's Weaver who's almost finished a BKB, so that'll help out, but it's not damage. It's just sort of a survivability item.
And in the meantime, you know you're ahead when Come With Me is just sitting at the bottom lane, past the tier 2, as a support roaming Rubik by himself. Doesn't need help, doesn't need wards, just can do whatever he damn well pleases. In good news for Ublis, I guess they're getting close to the Battle Fury on Anti-Mage. And Eternal Envy, truth be told, is rather abysmally underfarmed, considering how far ahead they are. He's 1-0-1, only sitting on Shadow Blade and Phase Boots. That is, like, almost unacceptably underfarmed, I feel. But Bone 7, there's your mech to keep him in fighting shape. They'll back off, 2 hero lifts done, and they'll march forward. Come With Me, he's going to snipe a kill. They just went as 4 onto 1 and end up coming out behind. Eternal Envy diving, Eid top lane. He will time-lapse out of the damage, will survive. Well, at least the anti-mage didn't die.
Yeah, EDE and Gyrocopter having a fun little poking around game at top lane. EDE actually is spotted by this sentry, but he's got EDE's number, and it's bottom lane though where the action's going to happen. Where is that TC Park? Right at the front lines, trying to start things off.
Keeps working on the tower. Armen driven back. Kaipi having an absolute ball here. The disrupt on the anti-mage. Looks like there's action top as well. Weaver might drop, but we'll keep an eye on this. Blink, Coil, Silence as well, and they bring down 3. Kaipi are cruising in game 1 of this best of 3, and it feels pretty much over at this point. Yeah, Eternal Envy did kill off the Weaver there, top lane.
You've got the EE god in the top lane, the Arteezy god in the bottom lane. What more do you need if you're a KP fan?
It feels like Greek mythology. It's a pantheon of gods here. The Bone 7 god.
Yeah.
The Bone god.
In Eternal Envy's mind, maybe. We'll see KP there. They're looking really strong. This was a solid performance from them. Arteezy has done what he's done to some of the top Western solo mid players, and that's just crush his lane and just give KP this great head start from the get-go. It's something which can really not be understated how important this is. If you win mid lane, it can affect other lanes which you may be meant to break even on. You start winning them just because that solo mid can put so much pressure all over the map.
And especially in this game, Puck against those 3 heroes, that early leveling just ruined it. Like, if that was a Queen of Pain who had a good start, I feel they might have been okay. At least some of those heroes can potentially dodge ganks, but that Blink Silence is so strong against split-pushing, mobility-based carries, and they had 3 of them.
Yeah, Antimate's just got roamed on. He did the Weaver was fine, but that was just because Puck made a decision.
Here's your big initiation for Mubulus. The Queen of Pain ult, wall come with Beast Disrupted. Not ideal, and it was stolen. He launches it back out, completely airballs it, but they back three into a wall. Called on deployed as well. Chain Frost bouncing wildly. Eternal Envy. The EE God finds a couple of additional kills. And now it might be Exist next in line. Arteezy blinks forward. There's your coil. That's a 4-hero wipe. And it could be the end. It will be the end. Alex, the Germans have been defeated. World War II all over again, and they'll tap out.
They'll tap out, and KP get up to an early one-game lead here against the German team. Name I can't pronounce. Interesting to see if they can bounce back here, but what I'm really looking forward to if KP can sort of continue. This is our last game of today, which will be Fnatic EU up against KP. That'll definitely be something where if KP can play like this, they'll put up a great fight against Fnatic.
Radiant's middle
Yeah.
tower has fallen.
Well, I believe that match will actually be tomorrow, the Winners Bracket Finals.
I'm not... Winners or losers today?
At least on the first group, it was the losers on the first day.
Are you sure on that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We'll see, though. Maybe they're
Yeah, I
doing
think
things
you're right.
differently
Yeah,
today.
you're right. You are right there.
But either way, this was a thrashing. This was a beatdown. This was a very easy win for Kaipi. They led by about 20k gold, 17.5k experience, never trailed 24-minute GG out of Ubulus. They will have to summon their courage because this was painful. And with that, Gods, take us out.
Well, with that, guys, we are going to have a quick break. We'll come back with game number 2. KP, they look solid. They look good. Eternal Envy and co. Led by Arteezy with a 14-1-5 puck. Do secure themselves game 1, guys, but we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, me, Gods, him, LD, we'll be bringing you game number 2. Stay tuned, guys. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament. This time I'm going to write it's the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament 2013, the first season of Corsair's sort of online competitions here in Dota 2. They did sponsor the DreamHack Summer as well as DreamHack Winter last year. Most recent one, of course, not being sponsored by them, but they've done a lot of stuff in Dota 2. Here they are with an online competition with $10,000 up for grabs between some of the Western teams, finest teams from America, from Europe. Here we are in Group B, though. We've got Ubelist, or Ubelst, up against KP. Earlier on today, there was Fnatic, who managed to take down TCM 2-0. These two teams fighting for that other spot in the winner bracket final. The loser of this will drop down. They'll verse TCM in our last matchup today, but right now, it's KP who are up 1 game to nothing. Look to seal things out 2-0. I'm Gods. Joining me is LD. How are you doing, LD?
I'm good, buddy. Yeah, I'm holding up. Looking at Kaipi, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Darkseer, Puck, Rubik, same core. They didn't opt to go for the Shadow Demon, but there is no anti-mage, so that little adjustment makes quite a bit of sense. Frostbite going to be great against Weaver in the laning stage. Not bad against TA in a pinch, and I do like Ubelist draft quite a bit better, simply because they have heroes who can fight a lot better early on, and I felt that was one of their main issues last game. Also, TA versus Puck mid, I think a slightly better matchup for that solo mid player. And overall, I think a stronger draft from Ubelist, but still, Kaipi, same draft, very strong 5-man potential, good laning stage for them, and they just seem like the slightly more confident and organized team.
Yeah, they showed no problems dealing with the Dream Protector last game, and that was, once again, it's Ubelst going with the Dream Protector Weaver duo as their first 2 picks. I think part of the problem was that KP didn't look to put pressure on the Weaver. Part of this synergy is that Dream's great at allowing Weaver to dive towers, be really hard to kill, but if you just kind of ignore Weaver, or whoever's in the lane against Weaver just looks at trade farm, then you do just fine here. And well, we'll see how KP managed to do here. They picked up a Shadow Fiend, which will be their safe laner for Eternal Envy, so he's quite likely going to be up against that Weaver in that bottom lane.
Never had the pleasure of casting an EE God Shadow Fiend, so I'm excited. Is he the Yaffets of the West? We'll find out.
Oh, he could well be LT. I think we're onto something here beyond the summit.
Yeah, we are. Our Asian bias, well, we can apply it to Eternal Envy because he is Asian, even if he's not from Asia, per se. So, actually, he made a trip there to China, I believe, near the end of last year. That was the time that he's been away from No Tidehunter. But
Chinese Dota is
connecting with his roots. So. Maybe he met Yaffets there and got some tips.
Yeah, speaking of Yaffets, playing in the upcoming Red Bull ECL LAN tournament.
Oh, I'm excited. Is it his team, or is it just him in the 1v1 tournament?
Well, his team did qualify, but I saw one comment say, well, apparently he rage quit the game that they lost to Vici Gaming.
Ooh.
Kind of a funny story in itself, and I don't know, this person was seeming to imply that he left the team. So maybe it's just his team qualified from the group, but whether or not Yaffets is still playing with them or not, I don't know. He played with them at some point. He may still be on the team, but apparently he's got a bit of a temper to him, this Yaffets.
Yeah, well, we should introduce the teams and not talk too much about Yaffets, I suppose. On the Radiant side, we've got Kaipi. They are a motley crew of North Americans and Europeans. They look good, damn good, in Game 1. Eternal Envy, he'll be playing your Shadow Fiend. Basically didn't have to do anything in that first game. Let's see if his services are required in Game number 2. RTZ, he was a beast in that game. Same build for him, same hero, this time on the Radiant side, going solo mid as the Puck. Come with me. Early movement from Rubik that seemed a little dubious, but he proved us all wrong with some fantastic ganks in the mid-game. Great Rubik play there. Bone 7, your off-lane Darkseer, and then Pylai Dai, your support Crystal Maiden.
LD?
Yes.
I think I'm onto something.
Okay. Clue me in.
Yaffets? He disappeared a year and a half ago, let's say. Eternal Envy? He showed up a year and a half ago.
So who's the imposter Yaffets that's playing in Asia? That's the big question.
Well, yeah. That's
Well, that's the.
what
I guess that's the secondary
the next
question.
mystery fruit. Well, I guess maybe that's why he's no longer on the team. You got to figure it out. But
30
Gods,
seconds to
I don't think I'm going to bet any money on your theory, but it sounds fantastic. I encourage all the chat viewers to go bet on Yaphetz right now.
let's see. My tangos and whatever currency of bets, rares or cheese on Join Dodo, whatever it may be, they're on KP right now. They're on Yaphetz. We'll see if the team up against them Ubels can do much. They're going to have EDE playing the Weaver in the off lane. Exist once again playing that solo mid role. He's on the Queen of Pain.
The
We've got
battle
Alex playing the
begins.
Treant Protector, Natural playing the Winner. They're your two supports, and then it leaves us with the
Double
Gyrocopter
damage.
being played by RMN once again on that carry role.
Yeah, so it actually is a Templar Assassin, not a Queen of Pain mid. I think you're still living in last game. But we will see a TI mid against Arteezy's Puck. Apparently I'm not the only one who's tired and drunk. I feel better now.
Let's see how Exist does. He's going to go for a fast bottle. Once again, Arteezy, though, he's been pulled some regen, so this early null talisman will allow him to at least sort of do decently in his first couple waves of last hits, you'd hope, and that's something which can make a big difference in this 1v1 lane. Every bit of damage matters.
You know, he's such an aggressive solo mid. Like, even at level 1, as soon as the creeps are there, he starts posting up, spamming his nuke, auto attack. It kind of reminds me of how Xiao 8 will play that Beastmaster mid, where he takes Inner Beast, or actually, I think it's usually axes at one, just throws them right away, and starts right-clicking you. Arteezy, same thing. Spamming the nukes, pushing the wave, trying to drive the TA off the wave, and so far, it is working. He's taking quite a bit of harass, but when someone's going an eco build like this, and you just harass them off the lane early, tangoing up is slow. It's not a great way to heal you, and you have to be worried about a potential first blood attempt. So I think he's playing this matchup incredibly well.
I like how things have started here. We are going to be seeing a bit of... Oh, Weaver. He's on the high ground.
Does have a
Has he got
tango,
tangos?
yeah, but he lost about half his HP, and also he's going to run right
See
into
him
a
catch
Sentry
up?
Ward. There's your
See him put
Frostbite. That Sakuchi has a long cooldown early, but there's no follow-up damage. Could have been a disaster, though.
Yaphetz too busy hitting creeps, not blind raises like he normally does.
Speaking of Yaphetz, already 8-3, off to a fantastic start. Just waiting for the yellow swag raises, which I'm sure will come in the mid-game.
Yep, they're looking for another wraparound here at bottom lane on the Weaver, but he's got living armor. The
Good,
plot armor.
good luck with that. Yeah, the plot armor indeed ruins every, or rather, justifies the arbitrary turn of events that we so often see. Does get Frostbitten up, taking quite a bit of damage early. Pylai die, Clarity removed, and a fresh living armor. See, the living armor is a lot better this game because TA is a lot more durable against the puck, so it doesn't really need it as much. So you can just spam it exclusively on the Weaver, and there's nobody pressuring Arman.
Radiant's
So I
top
feel like the
tower is
Treant
under
pick is
attack.
just working out way better this game.
And the good news for KP is they've got an offlaner in Darkseer who he can actually just go straight to the jungle. He doesn't have to worry about going up against this. Not the worst of tri lanes. Windrunner, not that aggressive. Neither is the Treant Protector. Gyrocopter, of course, is a lot of pain here, but Gyrocopter actually
Uh-oh.
starting to neutrals.
EDA hunting this courier, I believe. He might find it in the tree line. He's squirming around. He's looking at Arteezy now. It gets upgraded. I think Arteezy was trying to bait that, but EDA won't commit.
Arteezy's bottle crowing, so he uses all his bottle charges, sends it back right away, knowing that he can't get this first rune, and well, he wants to get that full bottle up as soon as possible. And well, once again, KP, they're doing a pretty good job of just controlling the map early on. They're, at least their side of the map, near the bottom, zoning Weaver out of this lane as much as possible, and also making sure that that puck is never really in any danger in the mid lane.
Yeah, the main thing for Arteezy this game is just to farm, because you're not killing a TA with living armor unless Exist makes a horrible mistake. But if he just farms, he gets a pretty quick blink. They can snowball pretty effectively. Oh, Bone 7, suiciding to neutrals. That one I actually... of course I catch the suicide to neutrals. He didn't spend his gold first, so not the best play by him, but he'll get his soul right now.
That one unintentional. Okay. He was banking on that Stout Shield, man. These guys are trying to be as efficient as possible. He's like 60%.
Push it to the limit.
You got to bank on that 60% happening, but apparently got unlucky.
Yeah, well, this guy probably shouldn't play the lottery, because sometimes they just don't go your way. Or poker, for that matter. I guess that's actually a probability-based game. But we'll see a top rune spawn. It's going to be Alex picking up a DD. And Arteezy also not having the rune luck he had in Game 1, which is going to slow him down a bit.
Yeah, and also just Ubol's doing a good job of, like, they had their support there. He went top, the room was there, but Trim was there. He was making sure that Puck is not getting a single rune. This will force Puck to bottle Crow, which ties up the courier. Also denies him of runes. It's not all about refilling the bottle, it's about having these runes which you can make plays with, gank the map and get those solo kills in the mid lane. So RT